Hello, everyone. LJ Young back again for another edition of That Ain't My Daddy. How are you guys today? All right, let me get set up like I always do. Make sure I can see this live session just in case anybody tries to communicate while I am speaking. All right, let me get this straight too. There we go. All right. All right. My name is LJ Young, and I am a 100% debt free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become financially free by helping them financially see. See the things that I once couldn't see when I was deep in debt because I was trapped in the debt matrix for the first 40 years of my life. I am 49 years old today, and for 40 years of my life, I could not see what I'm sharing with you today. Simply could not see it. Blinded, believing that I needed credit to be anything, be anyone, to brag about, hey, my credit score is 800, it's 750, and this and that. I thought it meant something. But no, credit is a business. It is a business. Now that I'm 100% debt free, I've been 100% debt free about 5 years now. And now that I am, I see things in a totally, I, I, I have a financial gift. I have a personal financial gift that right now I help people get out of debt by helping them um, see that they're in debt. I know that sounds funny, but a lot of people believe there's such thing as good debt and bad debt. And I want you to understand those are feelings when you talk about debt. Debt is debt. It's not good or bad. It's feelings. And when you hear somebody say, "Oh, there's good debt and there's bad debt," I want you to think about this. This is what it really sounds like when you say something like that, right? Say like I said, you know what? I feel like one plus one should equal three. I really feel like it should. Now, if I said that to you or anyone, they would look at me like, Linnell, I don't care what you feel like. One plus one equals two. That's the same thing. Exact same thing. All right. What I know now, since becoming debt free, I understand that true wealth is owning the time in your life. It's not money, it's owning the time in your life. The more you sell, the less you own. Okay, never forget that. And then the more you own, you have more time to create. Create your own thing, create your own world, create your own financial life. You can really be and own anything, be as rich as you want, as wealthy as you want. You really can. But you gotta understand the basics. The basics, the base of the foundation of true wealth is not being in debt. Right here. It starts right here. If you can understand that you cannot be in debt to build wealth, you will become truly rich, wealthy, whatever, however you want to call it, because people's versions of rich are different. Some people believe the guy down the street with a house and boat, he's rich. And, it's, anyway. All right. So now I'm going to help you see something that I did not see when I was in debt, and I'm going to share it with you so you can kind of clearly understand. This goes for hourly earners and salary earners, okay? It doesn't matter. Now, oh, before I say that, if anybody has any questions during my sessions, any live sessions I have, please feel free to ask. Anything to do with personal finances, anything, anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Why? Because it's only fifth grade math when I say that. It's almost insulting. It's insulting to me that I didn't know that. All right, here we go. Say like, and I'm gonna keep, for simplicity's sake, I'm gonna keep it the numbers, just round numbers and small numbers. So say for example, you earned $10 an hour, all right? And you worked the typical 40 hours a week. That's $400, and that's $400 for that week. All right? 10 times 40 equals 400. Now, if you were like me, uh, checking your like anything to do with work, you got to understand that once you leave work, you must leave work there. Because right now, I skipped the part. Right now, I understand that time is the most valuable thing on earth. You can't get more of it. It's done. So if you work off the clock and not get paid, you're giving your time away for free. Totally giving it away for free. You're not even getting paid, and you can't even get any more of it. That's what you're literally doing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're giving it away. All right. So if you so back to the first scenario. If you make $10 an hour, 40 hours a week, you're in $400. So say like this. Say like this. For example, do this. If you check your work email, use your phone. This is the easiest way. Use your phone, use the recorder, and just before you're about to check your work email, just say start time, let's say 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Say start time, and then go do what you're doing after work. This is after you leave work, all right? Say before you check that work email, say I'm starting to look at my work email at 6 p.m. Okay? And then do whatever you're doing inside your work email, and as soon as you're done, you record the stop time so you can record how much time you just gave away after work that you're not getting paid for. Okay? I did this all the time. I was naturally attracted to that ding in my phone for email. Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? And this is after work, so I'm not getting paid by any of that, okay? If you get a phone call, if you discuss work, because work is a business, it has nothing. Once you leave, they paid you for, like when you start, even with salaries, right? You sign up, you say, okay, for this much a year, I'm going to work 40 hours a week, this much a year, and this is how much I get paid. Anything outside that is free. You're giving the time away, all right? Now, same thing with a phone call. If you're on a phone, if you take a work phone call, mark your start time, mark your finish time. And same thing if you clock out. If you clock out of work, start time, finish time, record it. And say like at the end of the week, say like you gave away 10 extra hours for free, okay? Now, if you still making $10 an hour, you still at $400 a week, but now instead of 40 hours, you worked 50 hours, 10 free hours. 400 divided by 50 is like $8. So you're not making $10 an hour no more. You just dropped yourself to $8 an hour because you gave 10 hours away for free. And that's gross. $8 an hour minus taxes. So it's really even less than 8 hours that you're giving away for absolutely free. Something you can never get more of. You can't even, it's gone. It's gone forever. Okay? Now with those 10 free extra hours, do you see how I calculated that? You're really not making $10. Now, if you plug those numbers into whatever hourly salary wage you make, just add it up for yourself. That will tell you how much money per hour you're really making, how much yearly salary you're making. That's what it is. Now, if you go extra hours minus taxes, and then you add in car payments, student loan payments, credit card payments, imagine how much money you're really making. You're really making slave wages. It's really nothing. It's really hardly anything, and you're giving it away for free. The only reason why I can say this to you and allow you to see this, because I'm 100% debt free. It's more than just not having any debts. When I first started, I thought, ooh, I'm not going to have any more bills or debts or whatever, right? But it's way more than that. It helped me realize I was giving away the time of my life for free. Not only for work, I don't let anybody take advantage of my time. How many times have you set up an appointment with a friend's family and they're late? Now you just gave away your time because the other person didn't care about the time in their life. That goes for anybody, even a manager's meeting. A lot of people don't say this at work, but say like your manager or your boss sets up a meeting with you and they're late. They don't have the right to waste your time. If they're late, cancel the meeting and say, hey, you didn't show up at the time. Were they going to be mad at you? Because you didn't want to stay because they were late? You got to demand it. And they might call you a prick, an asshole, because you're stringent about your time. That's okay. That's okay. Just because they don't value your time, you will force them to value. They will know when it comes to you, Hey, Dad, don't mess around with Linnell, man. He cares about his time. For real. Don't even do that. Ever. All right? So this is a short one. I hope you guys kind of get an idea of what I mean by this. And because when I think back at my own years of working, I gave away a lot of time. Especially because I was a computer engineer for 20 years, and I was really a virtualization, you hear about the cloud and stuff like that. I was really good at what I did. And so I was in debt, but I substituted. They were calling me all the time because I was good, though I was good, but I was still giving away the time. But what I should have did was made them pay for it because they knew I was good. That's why they was calling. I was looking at it wrong. I was like, ooh, they're calling me because I'm good. No, I should have made them pay because I was good. They would have been happy to pay. I just didn't think about it in my mind. So hopefully this helps you guys. For those of you that follow me, please continue to follow me. Share these videos with your friends. And by the way, if you need help, if you need a financial plan for $99, what I do for $99, I will create a debt-free personal financial plan based on all 3 of your credit reports. I'll gather them all together, get all your stuff together, and create a plan on how to take care of these, what to do, where to go, blah, blah, blah. I put it all in there, so all you got to do is just follow the steps. Boom, 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 boom. And that's it. That's it. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. See you later.